We are rigging some XT 23-foot outriggers on this beautiful Solace 41 CS today. A lot of cool features in this boat. Very impressed with it. Custom Tourmarine metallic Awlgrip hull, engine accents on the Mercuries. And we even matched the outriggers, of course, with the same Awlgrip system. So it's a triple rigged outrigger with what we call our Carolina system. Really low profile. We've drilled out these RC99 Blacks clips. It's a North Carolina company, so it makes a lot of sense for us here in South Carolina to prefer these. They also happen to be very good. There are a lot of copies out there, but the originals hold up virtually forever. They don't have UV problems. They just function better than everything else. But as you can tell, there's no stopper balls needed, there's no snapsels, no anything except a single crimp, and that works particularly well on these larger center consoles. You have less wind shear, less rigging up there clanging around when you're running in the ocean. This is our titanium teaser guide ring here. It's made from machined titanium. There's nothing on that that will corrode or even patina or stain on you. This is a triple howlock. We've removed the bungee and replaced it with a double braided static cord, really high quality cord. And we do this on a lot of boats where we have limited options here. As you can see, the cleat is pretty far forward of the mount. So if you look up and you're under the pole, you want to be somewhere in this area or aft. But our cleat is pretty far forward. So we chose to come back here, and as you can see, I'm walking freely underneath, back and forth like an angler could. So we've got everything up out of the way, but if we're all the way up in height, it makes it difficult for shorter folks to come here and operate these riggers and have the throw span, we call it, of how much you can move these clips back and forth with a single throw of your hand. So another feature of these outriggers is they are adjustable once installed. The titanium screw there, you see, there's a pair of them at that level on the pole. Those can be removed, and the pole twist angle actually be changed every 45 degrees. The same is true at the next level. You can see the same system in effect right there. So each level, there's 3 levels here. Sorry about that. There's a base, there's a middle, there's a tip. Each level can independently adjust 45 degrees. So when you look up at this rigging, and you look closely at the outrigger, what we want to see is those pulley exits oriented back here to this attachment point. The reason for that is because when we put all this under tension, we basically want to overcome whatever pullback tension there is from a bait or a lure. So when you can put as much tension as on this right now, which is around 10 to 12 pounds, you could rig it tighter, you could rig it looser, but if you put that much tension on, what that does for you is it makes everything function more consistently between releases or between trips, but it also causes all of this rigging to not affect itself as much. In other words, the effect of something being dragged on the short, creating slack in the long, or vice versa. Something heavy on the long, creating slack in the short. Crimp size, these are 2.44 heavy duty American fishing wire, AFW. We prefer this, even though this is only a 2mm, 400-pound Lindgren Pittman monofilament. We prefer these 2.44s because of the way they crimp down and the way the stubby aspect of them still allows these clips to freely rotate and fish really well for you and prevent anything from being snarled up or tangled. Tensioning system. What's going on underneath here is that cord is making a turn underneath that ladder rung, and we're going up to a suction cup, a sea sucker tensioner. We sell these. This is our version. These are carbon fiber reinforced cams, maintenance free. There's no bearings or anything to fail or seize up on you in here, and there's no dissimilar metals as far as any sort of aluminum paddles or aluminum cams here. This is composite with carbon fiber reinforcement. So that's particularly ideal when you have something scrubbing back and forth, creating friction and abrasion inside something, to give yourself as much longevity as possible. Really, the tricky thing with these is to keep the surface clean and to keep the underside of these suckers themselves clean. So you grab one and look at it. Got a cover on here, and that cover is actually pretty critical to keeping the underside of that sucker clean. So usually whenever we hear of anybody having any issues at all with these things, it's just the interface here of the suction. So I'm gonna step out and give you a bigger shot of the boat. This one's Top Drawer Sport Fishing, repeat customer of ours. They're in Isle of Palm, South Carolina, near Charleston. And it's pretty safe to say this is one of the nicest boats we've ever worked on. Got a lot of cool stuff going on. So, proud to be a part of it. Really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.